Hello and welcome back to Touhou playing Angeloaded. In the last part, made quite a bit more progress than I thought I would, because I started on the first route, then finished it, went and started at it, not get it, I don't know. Finished it, and then went to the new Bark Town, went to the route after that, and then whatever town after that's called, and the route after that. Now I'm in Violet City. Is that the name? Don't remember because it doesn't say when I go out the door. And this part, I'm gonna, I guess, continue. I'm just gonna walk around and talk to people, and then after that, I don't know. Maybe do Kanakosprout Tower or something? Orin, what are you doing? Stay away from the court. I don't trust you. I don't trust you, Orin. You chew on the cords too much. Anyway, if I talk to you, ghosts are rumored to appear in Bashira Tower. That's what we're calling. Okay, so they have a bunch of Kanakos. Good to know. They said that illusion type moves had no effect on ghosts. I guess that's fitting because like there's something related to Kanako I want to talk about, but I wanted to do that after I went around talking to people. A Bonica you get in a trade grows quickly, but if you don't have the right gym badge, they might disobey you. Are you supposed to be the dude that trades to, like, Onyx for a Bellsprout or something? Violet City, the city of nostalgic scents. There's no door for this house. Why is that? Found a hyper potion. Whoa. Who's dropping all these things? Faulkner from the Violet Bonica Gym is a fine trainer. He inherited his father's gym and has done a great job with it. This is the next route, isn't it? Violet City, Azalea Town. Yeah, you go down from here. Can I not go this way yet? Because it's old dude? Get out of here, you cowardly ruffians. Just because you got me from behind doesn't mean I can't get you back for it. Oh, how many problems would be solved if Maribel would just speak. But she can't, the wizard. She took her voice. That's the thing I came up with last part, right? Did you see the ruin nearby? So if you made a Rick and Morty out of Hifu, which one would be Rick and which one would be Morty? Bonica can hold items like potion and antidote, but they don't appear to know how to use man-made items. Come on, Maribel, quick in and out 1 hour adventure! When you first catch Bonica, it may be weak, but it'll eventually grow strong. Important to treat Bonica with love. Oh jeez, Ranko, I don't know, man. I think it's a good idea. Actually, that's the opposite. Isn't Maribel the one who usually texts them on show? I remember the dynamic of these characters. I think I paid attention when I read Hifu. I was trying not to fall asleep. She uses the names of her favorite things to eat for the nickname she gives to Bonica, I mean. I call my Tokiko Taco. And her name's Taco! Wow! Why is this here? Then it just goes over here, okay. Adds to the scenery of the city, sure. Owned by Bashira Tower, experience the way of Bonica. Is that the whole city? I thought it had more to it than that. Route 36, right? This is where, Momiji is, right? Ruins of Alpha below, which I can't interact with because I don't have the, yep, I don't have the thing. Momiji seems to be on guard. Perhaps it would be safer to come back later. Right, so, yeah, I think I've said this before. Remember that part where I showed off my previous team and I showed, the shiny Momiji? Yeah, that was this thing. Last time I played. I interacted with it and it was shiny. And, like, that's so ridiculously rare to have a shiny show up in a scripted event that I thought it was, like, I thought it was scripted. I thought it always was shiny, but no, I checked out, like, I think I went and watched, rewatched Esprit FM's VOD to see, and it's like, no, that Momiji's red, mine's blue. That's not scripted. I really got that lucky to get a shiny in a scripted event. But I'm pretty sure it's the last time I ever saw a shiny too. It's not like I've played much Pokemon since then. Yeah, I've said before, normally when I feel like playing Pokemon, I'll just play Poke Dance again. Poke Dance doesn't have shinies, so be able to find one anyway. Anyway, that's all of the city, so I guess we're gonna fight a bunch of Kanakos on Bashira Tower. I mean, Kanako's wind type, so having medicine out in front probably not a great idea, but you know, we'll see what happens. And on Bashira, over 100 feet tall, people say that it became the center pillar here. This is the perfect transition for me to start talking about the thing I wanted to talk about, which is that. Kanakosprout Tower was built long ago as a place for Nika training. I made a video about it a couple days ago. I had an idea to make a video where that right there, every time that played in Touhou, I made a compilation of every time that played in Touhou, which isn't that much. It's just in Kanako's theme, the remix of Kanako's theme from 17.5, both versions of the Game Over theme, and the main and the credits theme from Mountain of Faith, which the Game Over theme is a remix of. And as such is also a remix of Kanako's theme, because the credits theme is also a remix of the final boss theme, because it does that sometimes. Yeah, Zone does that sometimes. He did it with 12 too, right? The credits theme of that was also a remix of Byaku's theme. Anyway, battle. However hard we battle, the tower will stand strong. But yeah, I had the idea to do that, because, you know, I've done that before with Lennon themes, with leitmotifs, because Lennon has leitmotifs in it sometimes. The two of them. I don't know if it has any more than the two videos I already made videos of. But Touhou also has, pretty sure exactly two of them. It has the Kanako one, which I did, and then it has the Evolution story. Can you imagine if I tried to make a video trying to compile every time the theme of Eastern Story was played in Touhou? I'd have to, like, go back and check. Because, like, obviously it plays in the credit, it plays in the, of course, hard counter, Kashiwagi. It plays in, like, all the title themes, but sometimes Zoten just throws it in there and shit. And I'd have to just, like, check, because I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head, so I just have to go through and check. Like, to play here? Because the only other time I can think of off the top of my head where it played something that wasn't the title theme was Ben Ben and not Ben Ben's theme. That one. I don't know. But yeah, not surprisingly, when I made a Touhou video version of going through a bunch of leitmotifs, it got more views than the Lennon one did, because it's Touhou and not Lennon. So it got like 200 something. And it seems to have plateaued by this point, so I don't think it's gonna be more. But you know, it's just an idea I thought to have, because like it's like I think that theme's interesting, because it's like the only other real leitmotif that Touhou has. Leitmotif has a weird, probably not using the definition of that word right, but basically in my definition of a leitmotif, it's basically if it plays more than like twice throughout the series, I consider it a leitmotif, or else it's, because like you wouldn't consider like Romelia's theme a leitmotif, you know, da 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 da, because it only plays in variations of her theme. So that's not a leitmotif, that's just you're mixing your theme. But Kanako's that one part, it shows up in that, and the Game Over theme, and the credits theme. So it's 3 different themes, plus their remixes, so I consider that enough to be a leitmotif, you know? So it's 3 different tracks. Here we express our gratitude to Honorable Nika, even if they are sort of, one is a remix of the other one. I don't know, what I'm basically saying is maybe it's not technically a leitmotif, but I called it one, because it made sense to put in the title of it. But, you know, I just think it's neat, because in Touhou there's basically that, and then there's Theme of Eastern Story, and then that's about it. And yeah, I said something in a previous video about Kanako's theme, how, you know, I just had a thought that maybe one of the reasons why Kanako's theme is used as the Game Over theme, and then why Zun never bothered to remix said theme in any future games, was because he had Kanako, like, be somewhat related to the future games, so he could continue to use that theme and have it still be slightly relevant. I don't know. What I'm saying is I'm not the only person to have thought about that, apparently, because I got a comment on that video that basically said the same thing. So yeah, there's that. They said the next 4 games though, so I don't remember the plot of Hopeless Masquerade at all. So was it related to 13? I don't remember. Probably all I remember of 13.5's plot was that Koichi took Kokuro's mask, and she was upsetty spaghetti about that, and that's all of that plot I remember. Yeah, fighting games, one of those things you play through once for the story, and then never touch again because they're not fun. They're not fun to play on a keyboard against Touhou fighting games. Frankly, pretty horrible story modes. Mokumin, thank you. Yeah, this is the thing to talk about. I made that video. Maybe I'll make a similar video for Theme of Eastern Story one day. Maybe not. That's a question I had. When was made me wonder when the Theme of Eastern Story, like, when did Zone write that? Because it was before Touhou 7. Because Touhou 7 uses it, and I actually can't tell. Does Touhou 6 use it? Because I thought it didn't when I was listening to it, like, the other day. Yesterday. Listen to, like, a Fantasy Maiden Wars remix of it. But, like, is the intro supposed to be it? You know, the weird piano part, like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Is that supposed to be it, and it just sounds different, or is it completely unrelated because he hadn't written it yet? I don't know. Sway like leaves in the wind. Anyway, right, I talked about that. I think I mentioned the last part. The Dream Journal. It's right here. I can get it out and maybe read it if I wanted to. Alright, like I glanced at this for a bit. You know, I was doing this where I was reading like a whole. There's 4 here. Alright, so I glanced at these. Apparently, you can tell that when I this was the period of time. 7, 3, 7, 18. So it's in the same month. Tell this was the time where I was playing through Fire Emblem Three Hopes. I think that game came out in 2022. I think it did. That's what these dates are. Because he keeps having Fire Emblem characters show up in it. Fire Emblem Three Hopes is the last AAA game I ever bought, by the way. And I haven't bought another one since. All right, so 7/3/22. It started as a Three Houses Hopes. Oh, it says it right there. Alright, so it was out. Support conversation, where I found myself lost on some hill. If you don't know what that means, played Fire Emblem Three Houses or Hopes, it has like... They have a certain way that they show support conversations. They have like the character... I don't know how to explain it, but that's what it was like. Why do you kill my ghost? I don't need you to kill the ghost. We kill the ghost anyway, and it's annoying to kill the ghost. Stop killing ghost! Ghost is so spooky, but then when I get ghost, she's supposed to be legendary and so cool ghost, but no, she just fucking dies with everything. Why am I ghost no good? Anyway. Right. Are you gonna level up from that? Yeah, you did. ISO. Oh, I'm weak. Alright, just get Yadarochi out. I then met some guy that had just got divorced and also failed his election campaign for mayor that he had tried several times. We make it to the top of the hill, and I find a farm that is owned by the family of the guy that I had met earlier. Changes to studying the Normandy from Mass Effect. Okay, so I'm in Mass Effect now. That's cool. Good to know. To see what was wrong with it, I examined the map until we found a hidden AI inside of it that had been planted as a spy by the Empire. Okay, so we went from Three Houses, mayoral disputes, the Elders HM lights, even the blackest darkness, to a Mass Effect, Star Wars crossover. That's good. It's good to know. Good. You. Nothing but Kanakos. Hey Kanako, how do you feel about steel? Feel like you at least get 2 shots. Why do you have Earthquake? Why do you have Earthquake? Oh my god, why do you have Earthquake? You're a sky god. Suoko's the Earth god. You're the sky one. That's why Kanako beat Suoko, because flying, because ground can't hit flying. Why would you do it? It was a very one-sided fight, is what I'm saying. Anyway, 7/18. 2022. I was walking around some apartment complex. I needed... Jesus Christ, some of these typos. I was really tired when I wrote this, didn't I? I needed to stop some animatronics 5 hissed. We're walking around. Yes. Changed to some climactic battle on a muddy hill. It was dark and raining. Ingrid and I were trying to get up the hill as a character from Fire Emblem Three Houses. I got up to where Morgan, this character from Fire Emblem Awakening, was. And she pulled out a knife and we fought. Sounds pretty cool. Okay. What direction did I go from? I came from here, right? So there's a left here. There's nothing over here. Why is this here? I trained to find enlightenment in Bonica. 7/21/22. I was going to the airport with some of the members of the Blue Lines. Those are the characters from Fire Emblem Three Houses. When we got there, I was asked if I could be a replacement for a basketball team because Ingrid, she's back, sprained her ankle. Poor girl. After the plane trip, we began to practice. The practice started by the coach having us run a small distance while an arrow was being shot in the middle 10 times. I did the exercise without being hit. Oh, but Leone was hit by someone. That's another character from Three Houses. How much Three Hopes was I? A lot. I was playing a lot of Three Hopes at that point. I think that's like all I did for like 2 weeks was just play Three Hopes. So my brain was thinking of nothing else this time. This first stream here is it started at 7:03. The last one, that was from 7:21. So it's 3:21. I was doing nothing. Played a lot of Three Hopes. I wish that game was finished. Oh my god. Three Hopes. The fact that game never got DLC is my fact that very clearly not finished. Every ending was rushed. Very, very disappointing. Miyuki! Got to read that. As Bonica grows stronger, so does the trainer. No, wait. As the trainer grows stronger, as do the Bonica. Alright, racing. Let's see how much you trust your Bonica. 7/23/22. A class reunion. A class reunion play. Like a play, alright. Held by the characters from Three Houses, of course. Every single one here. Okay. That ended with Duncan from Total Drama boxing a robot on floating platforms on the water. Right. Also something about being turned into a cyborg for a soccer team. Wasn't the previous one also about basketball team? Okay, so there's a theme of... Right, so I'm noticing a thing. Okay, so two of these dreams had to do with hills. Every single dream had to do with characters from Fire Emblem. And then multiple dreams also had to deal with sports. I don't think I've had dreams that themed ever again, or before that. It was like from the 3rd to the 23rd. And that's like, well, okay, what is 16? Like, why did I call it 15.5? Was I making like a Touhou joke? It was called Dream Poetry. Okay, it's 16. I'm not reading this one. I'm just checking. Oh, Mass Effect showed up again. This one has to do with Mario and it says Luigi and Egad. It says Touhou characters in it. This is Mario and Touhou characters in it. And Jetstream Sam is there. Okay, that's people I know. Kaguya's there. Yeah, I'll read that later. Dream 16. Wait for later for that. That's interesting. Interesting strip that is. But I remember, because it's the last thing I'm recording today, so I'm not... Whether or not I remember to do the reading dreams bit next recording session. Who knows? It is not far to the Elder. You are indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here is your HM. But let me say this, you should treat your Bonica better. The way you battle is too harsh. Bonica are not tools of war. Tell that to my dad. He calls himself the Elder, but he was no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture how you should be nice to Bonica, they cannot defeat me. All I care about are strong Bonica that win every time. The rest of them mean nothing to me. Right, he uses an escape rope. Goodbye! He just disappeared. Probably because making the animation play was probably hard. I found an escape rope! Woo! Do you even give me anything, or did I just come here for no reason? So good at... Right, I haven't paddled yet. So good of you to come here. Kanakosprout Tower is a place of training. People in Bonica test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between your Bonica and you. I have an awkward time frame here. How big is Dark Cave? So I'd like to do that at this part, because I'd like to start the next part by fighting Faulkner. I don't know. You weak to poison? I should have thrown Poison Bomb at you. Yeah, that was not the right decision. My son was made of toilet paper, so please don't do that. Okay, you're still alive. No poison. There you go. Alright, do you just have Kanakos and Suakos and occasional Sanais like everyone else here does? It's a Suako. That is in fact a Suako. So I should hit you with a grass move. There are two native types this entire time, but they kind of feel pretty like different spots on the team, so they never felt redundant, you know. The bug and the doll. Right, that was a thing. I talked about this for a bit in one of the fairy parts, but I figured I'd mention it here too. I was wondering if anyone's ever like used the whole puppet thing as like a basis for like a fan fiction or any other type of story, because I feel like there's a potential for something like that, you know? Because you know the way the puppets work, they're like you could make like a Pokemon-like story out of like the Touhou puppets, you know? Like, I don't know. Just imagine you could like take these 6, for example. I'm pretty sure you could write something goofy about these 6 idiots, you know? Or my team from Puppet Dance. Yeah. They were pretty out there mix of folks, weren't they? Characters probably wouldn't interact that much, and they probably act all goofy because they're silly little puppets. You and your Bonica should have no problem using this move. Splash. You already have the move Flash? I should give this instead. No, dude, it's not, Actually, Flash wasn't HM, never mind. Silver Soybeans. Yeah, Flash was like a TM at some point, and became an HM. It's confusing. I'm pretty sure it's an HM here. What did you just give me, dude? Is that a key item? Silver beans. Mysterious silver-colored beans. But for what? I don't know, you tell me. Yeah, I don't know, you know, I've said before, I had that, like, brief time where I, like, drew stuff for, like, a month before I stopped because it became obvious that I would not have time to do so without having to stop doing other things I didn't want to stop. If I could draw, I would draw my goofy puppet teams. They're little goofballs, aren't they? Alright. Time to get an umbrella out, because she has Flash. Say hi to Jordan! He's back! For one part, for a couple minutes. Let's get rid of Nima, sure. Alright, hopefully this doesn't take too long. I don't think Dark Cave is that long. Hopefully not. I don't think there's really anything in here either. I'm not gonna bother checking the... Did I not pick this up? No, I definitely picked that up. I remember that picking up, so that respawns. Okay. Oh, this respawns too. Okay, so items respawn indefinitely in this game. I can now get... Okay, I can get infinite heart orbs and full restores. I might completely take advantage of that before this part and the next part and have like 1,000,000 of those. You know, maybe not. Maybe it was a fluke and it won't happen again. Light the way, Jordan! Come on. There we go. Anyways, this is Parsy's theme. Everyone loves Parsy's theme. Yeah, Parsy's theme is one of those covers that got like quite a bit more views than my average cover does. don't quite know why. It's got like over 700 for some reason. Why is... You hear that, right? Why is it staticky like that? Is that... Can you hear that? Is that my headphones, or is that the actual game? I don't know. I have to go back and host and see if you can hear that. Because if you can hear that, that means it's the game. If you can't hear that, that means it's my headphones. Oh god, it sounds so awful. Oh, why'd you gotta do it in Parsy's theme like that? Hello, random rocket grunt. Listen, listen. I love to be gothic lolly girl while cosplaying. Cosplay, in my terms, is... Yes, the dark angel engulfed this place into darkness. You also want to taste it? Yeah, water. Having the water one is better. Found another heart orb. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have Rock Smash anymore. I don't have Rock Mover. Do I have to go get Rock Mover? I really don't want to get Rock Mover. Is that the entirety of Dark Cave? No, it's not. It's still going. Except you can't go this way. Yeah, I complained about in Tower Defense about how the Momiji video got less views, and now ironically it has about as many views as the Notori video does. I don't know. YouTube just recommends things to more people, or maybe it's more than that. Maybe it has to do with how long people actually watched it. A bunch of other random shit. I don't know, but some of my covers get more views, significantly more views than other ones, and I don't know why. Like the Stage 5, uploaded that a couple days ago. It's the most viewed one out of the Touhou 10 covers for some reason. It got like 400 something. Don't know why. Like how the Sega theme got like 500 something. And that was by far the highest for the Touhou 13. No idea why. No idea. I don't... I mean, I said I do kind of care, in the sense that I'd get annoyed, like when it happened with Momiji's video before it didn't. If, like, you know, I put more effort into the cover videos, I get annoyed if they get, like, no views for some arbitrary reason. But, like, if they get, like, a decent amount, they get, like, I don't know, like... I don't know. What is a video where I say if it what is a threshold where if it gets to here, I'd say, yeah, that's probably fine. Maybe like 15? I don't know. If it's under 15, I'll feel a bit peeved. But if it gets over that, it's like, you know, I feel like, you know, my effort. I don't know, even that doesn't matter though. I don't know. I'm just talking to myself at this point. Anyway, it's been 28 minutes. This is just a bit short for a episode of this, but, you know. The next thing to do would be to fight Faulkner, and that should be its own beginning of the next part, which it will be. So anyway, the next part, I'll do that. See you then, bye.